This shit more than a game. I have your attention? Good. Not that I needed your attention. I'm sure you guys are up and alert and have seen the news by now that there are two favorites, if you want to say that, for the services of one Davante Adams, and that is the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. And that has a lot of fans hyped up, excited. Some saying, no, I don't want Davante. A lot saying, hell yeah, get Davante. I know you guys definitely want to know, right? Everybody's been asking me. Everybody has been asking my opinion about the possible trade. And my initial reaction was, I'm going to be honest, it was confusion. Because I don't know if the Saints, this isn't 2018, this isn't 2019, 20. I don't know if the Saints are one move away from winning a Super Bowl. Now, granted, I do believe the NFC is a lot wide open, it seems, with the 49ers dealing with all of their injuries. Respect to the Vikings in their 4-0 start, but do we really fear Sam Darnold in January? Like, it's a wide open conference. It absolutely is a wide open conference, and you want to hold on to those first 2 weeks we had where we look like the best team in the league. I know people are going to say it was the Panthers, it was the Cowboys. I don't give a damn. You don't score 45 points per game by accident. You want to hold on to those 2 weeks, and then you see the last 2 weeks and you're wondering, okay, it's the same old Saints. But then you also might be like, God damn, Davante Adams puts us over the hump and we beat the Eagles and we beat the Falcons. So I don't know. I'm confused though because fans are confusing. Like, a lot of people, I have a big enough platform now where it feels like, you know, of course, this is probably every fan base too. When you're winning, everything is great. Oh, we a good team. We actually might be a contender in the NFC and do something damage in the playoffs. But then after the past 2 weeks, what is it? Ah, man, we got the same old Saints. Got to fire Dennis Allen. Can't wait for this Derek Carr era to be over. Blah, 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 blah. And for me, I'm like, okay, well, what is it? Like, what are we doing? If you are 10 toes down on you want a new era, or you want to rebuild, or you want Dennis Allen and Derek Carr gone, then you can't be saying that you want Davante Adams too, right? Right? Like, you know, I hope y'all realize that if we trade for Davante Adams, we are essentially, once again, quadrupling down now on Dennis Allen. And maybe that's not all the way true, but it would certainly feel that way. We damn sure would be for sure tripling down on Derek Carr. I know there's a lot of fans that hyped up about Spencer Rattler, he's the future or whatever, but I promise you one day, we ain't trading for Davante Adams, and him coming is dependent on the future being with Spencer Rattler. Davante Adams is in the twilight of his peak, likely. He's not going to be doing cartwheels to say, oh, I want to play for Spencer Rattler. He wants to play with Derek Carr. He's going to come down because, I mean, he has no choice technically, but I mean, obviously there's going to be talking about contract extensions and all the funky madness stuff that I'll let you guys watch the real analysts talk about. But he's going to be coming down because of his relationship and his love for Derek Carr. So what is it? Do y'all want to get rid of Derek Carr? Or do y'all want Davante Adams and another season or two possibly with Derek Carr? And maybe Davante Adams, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a one-year rental and we're just trying to go all in yet again in 2024 or what. But, I mean, I'm confused. I want to know. Let me know in the comments. How do you guys feel? Because if you're saying that you want a new era and you're tired of Dennis Allen and you're tired of Derek Carr, then you should not be on the trade for Davante Adams bandwagon. Now, if you are a little bit open to having another year of Derek Carr like I have been, or if you're like, you know what, I'll put up with Dennis Allen and Derek Carr for Davante Adams, more power to you. But it can't be both. It can't be both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be like, Spencer Rattler needs to start, but I also want Davante Adams and Dennis Allen needs to be fired, but we got to make this trade. We got to make this trade because it can make us go to the next level. Like, what is it? What is it? I want to know. How do I feel? Besides the confusion, like if you say, Jonathan, what would be your choice? That's a tough question because, you know, I mean, if you ask Mr. This shit more than the game, Jono, I'm going to say, hell yeah. Davante Adams, what are we doing? Go for it. Go for it. I don't know how many years I have left on this earth. I'm trying to be all in every year. Go for it. But then I put on my GM hat and I'm like, man, we need the draft picks. Like, you know, we need to constantly rebuild, quietly rebuild if you want to call it that, but constantly rebuild or retool if you want to use that term through the draft. We can't be constantly always adding on contracts and big name players and salary cap magic that we will have to work out on. And then wondering why we're still not rebuilding or why we're always in salary cap hell, or, you know, why are we so all in on someone like Dennis Allen and Derek Carr and we're not hiring a younger coach or saying Spencer Rattler, we're giving you the reins. So if I put on my GM hat, I would say it would have to be a can't miss deal. And I would have to really feel strong about the team. Because you see, right now, in my opinion, the Saints are a top-heavy team. So, yeah, we could get Davante Adams, but shoot, if another offensive lineman goes down, I mean, does Davante Adams help that much? Like, this is not, again, 2018, 19, 20, where we had so much depth. Like, okay, even if 3 starters go down, you still go into the games confident. Because you're like, man, we got so much depth. We got Drew Brees at quarterback. We got Sean Payton, the head coach. We'll find a way. Like, a few more players go down for the Saints, and I'm like, shit. We might be a top 10 drafting team. Like, we just don't have the depth. We got top end talent, and I'm not saying we're not a talented team. Absolutely we are. But we saw how quickly things went awry when Eric McCarr went down in Philly and when Taysom Hill went down in Atlanta. We are a top-heavy team. So you're going to be trading Davante Adams, praying that everybody stays healthy. And we know, knowing our injury luck, that doesn't always happen with the New Orleans Saints. So it's a huge risk. It's a huge risk. It would have to be, if I'm a GM, like a can't miss deal. Like, okay, only a 3rd-round pick. I see fans saying maybe we trade a Debo, especially if a Debo is going to be gone in this offseason. I mean, it's either going to be a Debo or Lattimore gone, in my opinion, in the offseason. So do you try to get some value for a Debo now and get Davante Adams? I don't know. Now if you ask again, Mr. This shit more than the game, Jono. Shit. Never mind the fandom of it. That would be great content. Davante Adams in New Orleans, that would be great content. That would be some amazing ass content, and that would be some hype. That's the type of shit I live for. I live for hope. I live for excitement. I'm a fan. We're all fans, right? We're all hypocrites. You watch my videos. Y'all call them skits. I call them documentaries. We're all hypocrites. I poke fun of it. We're all hypocrites. This isn't world politics. We're fans. We don't have to be right about everything. We can be hypocritical. We can say one thing and then do another. That's what fandom is all about. So hell yeah, I'll take Davante Adams, and I'm going to be super excited if we get him. I'm not saying, oh man, this isn't like 2018-19 where every time a big name was rumored to the Saints, bro, I would be sleeping, tossing and turning till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. saying, oh man, I hope we get him. I don't want to get a notification saying that this team came from out of nowhere and took him. I'm not going to be doing that. But if by hook or by crook we actually find a way to land Davante Adams, your boy's going to be screaming this shit more than the game from the mountaintops. Your boy's going to be screaming this shit more than the game from the mountaintops. But I want to know your opinion. And again, if you want Davante Adams, you have to relent to the fact that it probably means another year of Dennis Allen. Damn sure would probably mean another year of Derek Carr. Or do you feel like, hell no, man, like why are we doing this? Like we're not that good. Why are we trying to go after Davante Adams when at best we are just a wild card team? Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about the possibility of Davante Adams being a New Orleans Saint. Now, we all know how this usually ends, right? Like, oh, the Saints are rumored, and then some other team comes out of nowhere and takes him. And it's like, well, damn, that was a waste of energy and conversation and topic. But damn, ain't that what fandom is all about? It's better than talking about the goddamn collapse against the Falcons, right? So let's talk about it. Leave a comment below. How do you guys feel about the New Orleans Saints possibly trading for Davante Adams? And if you're new to the channel, do not be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button. And always remember, y'all, it's shit more than a game. And never forget, $28.03, the price of the This Shit More Than a Game merch, on sale now.